This is the all-new Maruti Jimny that you have seen all over YouTube, Instagram and Facebook. You know how it looks like, the kind of engine and gearbox options it will get, and what sort of features one can expect. So I'm not going to get into any of that. Today I'm going to try and see how practical and usable the Jimny would be as a family car. Because let's face it, a lot of you are looking to buy this car for your family and yourself. So let's see how well the Jimny does as an everyday vehicle. Let's begin with the ergonomics, specifically how comfortable the front seat is and how you sit on them. First of all, the seat ergonomics are spot on. Now as you can see, I am seated fairly high up, the steering is at a comfortable angle, and lastly there is decent room in the footwell area for me to freely move my knees. Now the Jimny of course is an old school SUV, which means you get a compact old school dashboard that reduces the distance between you and the windscreen. In fact, the door cards are also narrow, so in a way you are always in close proximity to the overall glass house. Now I have to say that it's not a bad feeling at all, it's just something that you will get used to as you spend more time in the Jimny. So what about storage spaces when you want to keep your water bottles, your phone or wallet? Well, there is no provision in the door to keep a bottle, but there is enough space to keep your wallet or something slightly larger. Under the center portion of the dashboard here, I have some provision where I can keep my phone. I could also keep the car's key. But where do I keep this perfume? Well, there is no space in the center console because you will find the main gear lever and the secondary lever for the low range transfer case. Thankfully, there are a couple of bottle holders here which are large enough to store half a liter bottles. In this car, the passenger is better off when it comes to storage spaces. So besides your regular glove box, which is decently sized and you can keep the car's documents, your phone or something similar, there is also an open cavity in which you can keep some loose change. Now there is something that usually goes unnoticed, but it's very essential when it comes to living with the car, and that is the placement of the USB port. In the Jimny, there's a Type A USB port. Yes, it's not a Type C, and you can find it below the toggle switches. Now it is a bit of a reach, especially in the dark, and I wished it was placed slightly above. Space at the back is good given the size of this car. Now I have positioned the front seat to my driving position, and as you can see there is a good amount of leg room, and the seat base is also large enough. What I'm not sure about though is the usability of the Jimny when it comes to more than two people. Actually it's not a three-seater at the back. In fact, Maruti has given seat belts for only two passengers because the car is so narrow, so you can't really use the Jimny as a five-seater. It is a four-seater at best. The Jimny then is a straight four-seater, though if you look at the dimensions, it's not surprising at all. In fact, it's narrower and shorter than the Brezza, but because its wheels are at the far end of the chassis, it's got a longer wheelbase. Speaking of wheelbase, the elongated floor area on this 5-door model has given it a boot that you can comfortably use for everyday purposes. So its 208 litre capacity may not seem like a lot, but trust me, this is a very usable area, mainly because it's so flat and squared off. Now here's something that you may not have seen in any other car. So the hydraulic strut on the Jimny is so strong that you can open the tailgate simply with a gentle pull. The infotainment system used in the Jimny is Maruti's Smart Play Pro system that you may have seen in the Baleno, the Grand Vitara and the Brezza. Now if you have used that system, then you know that this is a solid multimedia system that's quick to respond and easy to use. Also you get wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay with the system, which is rather neat. The Jimny will also come in Zeta, which will be the base variant. So that will come with smaller 7-inch touchscreen display, steel wheels, manual AC and halogen headlights. Now if you want all the nice features, then you will have to go for this most expensive Alpha variant. There's body colored door handles, alloy wheels, auto headlamps, headlamp washers, keyless start, cruise control, climate control and a nicer sounding audio system. Having said that, there are no differences in the safety features as both variants come with 6 airbags, ESP and hill hold assist as standard. Finally, let's take a quick look at the mechanicals on the new Jimny. There is one engine and 2 gearbox options, although the highlight of this car is the All-Grip Pro 4-wheel drive system, which includes a low-range transfer case. The Jimny then is an off-roader first and foremost, though it's fun to think how good this car would be as an everyday vehicle that you can use to take your kids to the school or go grocery shopping in. Either way, the Jimny is a very interesting proposition for the masses and it's something that we all have been waiting to experience for so long. Let us know in the comments if you think of the Jimny as an ideal everyday car. Also, tell us if there's anything specifically that you would like to know when we finally get to drive and test the new Jimny.